Hi. Oh my gosh, I had a little hiccup to start with. I thought I had it all figured out, and then the orientation wasn't correct, and I couldn't fix it without starting a whole new stream. So annoying. Try to get it all figured out beforehand. Okay, good. Well, phew. Okay, we're here now. That's the main thing. So today I am painting a self-portrait of me as a little kid. And I have this really cute photo as a reference. Now I'm pretty sure this was taken in my grandma's backyard. So I'm doing a art challenge for September, which is run through an artist that I'm subscribed to their Patreon. Megha Bhattacharya, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but she's doing a September art challenge that's 4 different self-portraits. So yeah, it's very, very cute. So I've done 2 of the self-portraits so far. This was a self-portrait, so do a master study and then put yourself into the master study, so that was really fun. And then a self-portrait as your current age, which I did this one on my birthday on Wednesday. And this one I'm about halfway through. That's self-portrait with symbolism, so I'm going to add a lot of things around that. And then the 4th is self-portrait of you as a kid, so that's what we're going to do today. And I found these, they're called aquaboard. Yeah, aquaboard. And it's like a really hard surface, but they're great for watercolor and gouache. So we're going to do watercolor today. And I've never painted on this surface before, and it's so nice. And the set was 4, and I thought I've got 4 self-portraits to do, so this is what I'm going to use it for. Oh goodness, stressed after that didn't go well to start with. Yeah, it probably will, but the thing is, it's not like paper at all. The water kind of sticks to it. It's very unusual. I'm going to do a little. And do a little underpainting. Hi, how are you? I'm painting a different reference. I'm not doing the stoner animal, which I know you love. This one. Why did my parents buy me that shirt? But I am wearing a very cool Sesame Street t-shirt in this picture. Like this one. Look, they're like in a marching band. It's pretty sick. Yeah, if only I was that cool still, huh? What time is it in Spain? Should I corpse paint myself as a kid? My kid self. Maybe I will. $3:43 in the morning. Of course you're playing video games. You know what I've been playing? I've been playing Dress to Impress on Roblox. And I am obsessed. And I know I'm probably playing with a bunch of little kids. It's my nieces. I took one of my nieces to school this morning and she said that she plays it. I need a bigger brush. Oh, there's so much cat hair on everything. I do like the Gansai Tumby watercolors. I've got a set of golds and they're so incredible. But I haven't used like their regular colors, but just going from that, I'm sure that they're amazing. I think there's an Art Nouveau set that I really want to try. I'm using the Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors that I got in the recent scroller box. Since I got them, I've been using them non-stop. They're so good. I love the ugly phase of the painting. So fun. Oh my god, there's so much cat hair. Messy. There's so much cat hair. Like every brush that I pick up has cat hair on it. Yeah, watercolors are, it's such a strange media. I think I might add some acrylic or gouache for highlights at the end though. We'll see where we get to with the watercolor. I don't know why I automatically did an underpainting, and I shouldn't have done that. I've been painting so much recently and I just got in the habit. A favourite memory from childhood? Oh gosh. Well, my mum's family had a dairy farm, which now is kind of horrific to me. But we spent all our school holidays on the farm, and that was really, really cool. Like, it was so cool being around all the animals, and I'm vegan now, so I'm sort of gone to the exact opposite direction. But it was really fun being out in the hay shed and making little cubbies and that sort of thing. I've got so many photos of me with either baby farm animals or my cats and my dogs. I had a dog called Ben, And my folks had Ben before I was born. And Ben was like my best friend. It was a black lab, so beautiful. And I've got so many photos of me with Ben. I almost chose one of them to paint, actually. I'll show it to you. Whoa, I loved that jacket. And that's Ben with his little white beard, so cute. So almost painted that. Oh, you're a city kid? Yeah, it was nice being, because we grew up sort of in the suburbs in Melbourne, but it was nice being able to be out in the country on all the holidays. And the farm was down near the coast, so like the beach was close by as well. Oh, cute. I love donkeys. They're adorable. Yeah, it's just so nice seeing animals regularly. Do you have any pets? I know Rick here's got 3 cats. Oh, Josie, cute. Josie's such a cute name. What kind of dog is Josie? Oh, I've not heard of that breed. Are they big or like a medium-sized dog? Right. So they wouldn't do well with cats in their house. I don't know where my cats are at the moment. I think Evie's on the floor here, fast asleep. I don't know where Echo is. Kind of nice that they've decided to just let me paint. What's your favorite medium? I personally don't know what I'm doing beforehand, usually. I'll do the sketch and then I just sort of paint until I feel like it's done. And that's why I jump around a lot. Like I'll do a little bit here and then I'll do a little bit there because it's just vibes, you know? That's why I think I would be kind of like a bit of a terrible teacher, because I don't really have one set way of doing it or way of approaching it. Thank you. And it's funny because I don't really know what I'm sort of doing. Like I don't have a plan for it. Sometimes I look back at things that I've done and I'm just like, how on earth did I do that? Like I have no idea how I did it. I think that's what's been interesting about starting the channel and filming so much stuff, is that I can actually see, I can sort of see it more, like how I actually approach things. Very interesting. Yeah, love my sketchbook. So you do pencil, black and white, and experiment with paint collage. I love doing collage. Love, love, love it. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of artists like that, but I'm just not one of them. I have no idea. I just sort of have faith that it'll all turn out in the end. Sometimes it doesn't. And that's actually the hard thing about filming as well, is because I never know if it's going to be good or not. Like sometimes I'll do a painting like off camera and I'm really happy with it and it's really great. And I'm like, oh, I should have filmed that. And then I'll go to film something and I'm like, oh, is it going to turn out okay? I don't know. Art challenges on IG are great too, because you might just use, yeah, I do love the art challenges. Are you doing anything for the October art challenges, like Inktober or something like that? I got to give this kid some eyeballs because she's looking a bit demonic at the moment. Winterwood Studio. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I try to do a different one every year just to mix it up. And I found a Birdtober prompt and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do 31 Australian birds from those different prompts. And I can't wait because I've been wanting to do a bird series for ages actually. And I've actually already sketched them all out, so I'm ready to go. I'm well prepared. I've got 31 sketches there. I've just got to paint them. I have been busy. Yeah, there's so many great Australian birds, and I've got heaps of birds where I live. And can you get a bird? What kind of bird do you want? Well, actually, I'm going to make them, this is a spoiler, I'm going to make them into a zine. So you'll be getting these 31 birds. Yeah. Have you gotten the Psycho one yet? Oh, it takes so long. It should be any day now because it's been well over 2 weeks. Thank you. Yeah, the printing's amazing, isn't it? They're doing such a good job. I'm so glad I outsourced it. It was stressing me out when my printer wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Did you watch any River Phoenix movies after reading the zine? Oh, are you? I was actually going to start watching that again because I watched the first season when it aired, but then I didn't like really anything after that. But I'm watching Lost at the moment. I'm at the end of season 2 and I'm just crying all the time because it's so sad. I forgot how sad it is. Oh, no. Oh, I've cried seriously like 10 times. All right, I'm going to get some different paint. Where's my white paint? Yeah, it's crazy. Such a good show. Mr. Echo. That's why I named Echo after. I was like, that's such a cool name. Well, it's funny because I know how it ends up, but watching the first season, his story is so sad, and you really feel for him, like with his dad's like duped him into giving his kidney, and then Helen and all that, and he just made some bad decisions. So I'm just like, oh, actually, I'm in the beginnings of the season, so I'm just like, oh, I really feel for him, but I know that I'm not going to feel that way soon. And it's funny because I always wanted Echo as a name for a pet. And I had Butters at the time. I thought, oh, my next pet's going to be Echo. And my sister ended up marrying a guy who also had a cat called Butters and had another cat called Sawyer. And I was like, what the hell? Isn't that weird? Yeah, I've got some white acrylic. It was just the first thing I saw. I'm just trying to get those highlights back in because I did an underpainting when I shouldn't have. But that's the great thing about paint, is that if you mess up, you can just go over it. I've been using acrylics heaps lately, and I sort of forget that when you use watercolor, it's not as forgiving. Like, you can't just go over it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to go over it with another kind of paint. Instead of just going through and trying to lift it all, which I can't be bothered doing. I have visited the US a lot, actually. When I was a photographer, I used to go over at least once a year and shoot festivals. And I made a lot of friends there, so I would go over for visits and stuff like that. Always had a lot of fun. What state are you in? Tennessee. I went there once and I had so much fun down there. I went to a festival called Muddy Roots in Cookeville, I want to say. Yes, so many. I ate so much good food in Tennessee. It's like, why haven't I been coming to the South this whole time? So good. Yeah, it was very hot when I was there. And I did not like that. Just, it was so humid. Where I live, we don't get humidity. So I was just like, what is this? Why am I so sticky? But I drove up to the, what's the mountains where, like near where Dolly grew up? Because I drove up there and it was so gorgeous. Blue Ridge, yeah, maybe that was it. There was one little town that I stayed in, I can't remember the name of it, but there was just like statues of bears everywhere. Like the whole town just had bears everywhere. I loved it. It was so cute. And we have kangaroos everywhere, but we do not have bears. Yeah, maybe Smoky Mountains. That sounds more right, like it. So long ago now. Oh, that would have been 2018, I think I was up there. Yeah, that's where I went through Pigeon Forge. Nothing could have prepared me for that. such a weird place. So is that sort of where you want to move to, still in Tennessee, but up that way, or to a different state? Yeah, neither. I was just driving through it to go to the mountains, and I was just like, where am I? What is this place? It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. Oh, hello, Evie. Very busy. What are you doing? Running around? What are you doing, Evie? Why are you weird? Why are you so weird? I don't know if you can hear that, but she's going crazy. She's just running around in circles. Evie. She's obsessed with this rug that I've got in here, and she has to always just sort of like scratch at it. You little monster, what are you doing? Evie. Evie. Evie, everyone can hear you. She is. Like, everybody told me that torties had huge personalities, but I'd never experienced it. You know, I'd never had a tortie before. And now I have two, and they are absolutely crazy. Aren't you? Yeah, you're very cute, but you're very crazy. Come here. Good girl. Evie. clearly needs attention. Clearly you need attention. Oops. Yeah, I'll have to double check with my mum, but I'm pretty sure this picture is in my grandma's backyard. She had the most incredible garden. Yeah, it is frustrating. I didn't realize how much surface really does make a difference in the end result until I was painting more. But I just picked these up in I think my local art supply shop had a sale on them or something like that. It was a pack of 4 and I'd never used them before until I started these portraits, and I just absolutely love the way, like, this one is acrylic and it just looks, even though it's a flat surface, it just looks like textured, and it was such a dream to paint on. And even the watercolor, it's a different experience to painting on watercolor paper. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So stoked with it. They're beautiful. And they come in heaps of different sizes. Because you're so limited with watercolor, it's really just like paper, you know. It's nice having something that sort of feels more like a painting, if that makes sense. You can see what I mean. It kind of like grips onto the surface a little bit more. Like, it's a little bit drippy, but nowhere near as liquidy as it does on paper. And I don't know exactly what the magic is or the science is behind that. Like, I'm not sure what the actual surface is made of. But it's pretty cool. Abstract painting. No, not really. I had a prompt in an art challenge just recently that was abstract. It was like a portrait challenge, and it was Charlie Clements who does these portrait challenges. And her prompts are always 3 different words. And then you create a portrait using those 3 different prompt words. And one of the prompts one time was abstract, and I was like, what on earth am I going to do? Like, it's just not something that's comfortable for me. And I just ended up making the background abstract, and I had so much fun with it, just like putting shapes and things wherever. I was like, oh, I'm trying to experiment with this a little bit more. But I can sort of only see it as like a background type thing. Portrait's definitely my comfort zone. But I'm trying to loosen up with like backgrounds. All right, I'm going to try and get this likeness back because it doesn't quite look like me at the moment. paint all over myself. That's good. Hey Evie, you want to come up? Oh. Alright, she's just launched herself on me. So now I am holding Evie with one hand and painting with the other. How fun, Evie, how fun. Oh, that's a big purr. Can you hear her purring? She's right up next to the mic. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to hear it. She's very excited to be up here. You gotta stop wiggling though. You funny kitten. You funny kitten. You gotta get involved, don't you, Evie? Hey, you gotta get involved. Hello. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, what time is it in India? 8:15 a.m. Okay. Yeah, I thought you wouldn't be too far out of the same time zone as me. I'm 4 hours ahead. 4.5 hours ahead. I'm in Australia. In Melbourne. starting to look like one of my nieces, actually, which is weird. But I guess it's not too weird because we're all related. But it's looking less like me than her. Maybe it's just because I'm used to seeing her as a kid and not me as a kid. Now I'm starting to have an existential crisis. Thank you. Thanks for checking them out. Is it Renuka? Did I say that right? Oh, nice. I'm definitely going to check out your channel. I haven't worked in charcoal for such a long time. I used to love doing life drawing and using charcoal. Evie, you're very loud. You're a very loud kitten. You're a very loud kitten. Oh, you've got a big purr, little Evie. Thank you. I'm doing an art prompt, a September self-portrait challenge, and it's 4 different self-portraits, and one of them is you as a kid. And I've got all these cute pictures that my mum sent me recently. I don't think I've ever actually painted myself as a kid. I've done a lot of self-portraits, but never one from this long ago. Ooh, I'm excited to check them out. All right, might be time to paint Cookie Monster. Hey, you're gonna get down, Evie. I'm gonna need my just gonna jump up. All right, Evie's off. Oh, my hand's starting to cramp up. I usually don't paint this long in this position, upright. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I find it really relaxing just watching people paint. Thank you. Yeah, it's really coming together. I'm pretty happy with where it's at. thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be ending soon too. I think my hand is cramping up. I really appreciate you joining in and all your comments. Have a good night. Okay, Oscar the Grouch does have the little bin lid on his head, doesn't he? Hey, thank you. Thanks for coming. Almost finished. My hand is starting to cramp up, so I'm going to have to call it quits soon. These tiny Sesame Street characters are wrecking me. Evie. What did you do? You walked on my computer. Why'd you do that? Come down. All right, I think I'm going to call it done for now. I'm still going to add some more to it off camera, but I've got to give my hand a break. An hour and a half though. Pretty stoked. I think it's almost finished. Thank you for watching and watching me paint my little mini self. And I will catch you next time. Oh, thank you. I'm going to check out your channel as soon as I stop the stream. Thank you so much. I'm live streaming once a fortnight at this stage, so hopefully I will catch you around in a couple of weeks. All right, see you everyone.